I'm Annemarie Segaric. Welcome. This is Career Changer clip number 1, and I'm talking to you from my home office of thecareerchanger.com. I wanted to talk to you about something very important today, and that is the living for the what-if scenario. Are you doing this? And I'm guessing some of you might be. It wouldn't be a shock because of what's going on in the economy, but I can tell you that I've come across more people than normal living out of fear, making decisions based out of fear of what they think might happen. I've had a couple of clients this week who are doing exactly that. They're holding themselves back from opportunities. They're gainfully employed. They've not lost their jobs, but in fact, they're acting as if they're about to. They're acting as if they're about to lose their jobs, and they're not pursuing opportunities that their superiors would like them to pursue, that they would like to pursue. And this is happening in more than one scenario, in more than one case. So what I want to do today is share with you what you can do to avoid that, and even just sort of bring it to your attention. Think about it. Are you making decisions about your career, your life in general, based on what you are afraid of, what you're afraid might happen? If you are, you're doing yourself a huge disservice, and I want you to stop right now. No more. This is not the way to live, and this is not how we will actually grow as individuals and grow as a community, grow as a country, grow as a world, by holding ourselves back and operating out of fear. You know, there's a thing I always like to say, or like to ask people, are you playing to win, or are you playing to avoid losing? There's a big difference there, and if you're playing to avoid losing, what you're saying is it's not worth it to you to consider all that's possible, but instead I'm just going to survive and be in survival mode. Well, do you need to be in survival mode right now? Are things that desperate for you that you need to be? If they are, so be it, they are. But if they aren't, then take a step back and make a decision to approach your life, approach decisions in your life from the perspective of what makes the most sense for you right now. When it comes to pursuing opportunities, rather than assuming the worst and assuming nobody's hiring, assuming no one wants to talk to you, no one's going to give you the time of day, etc., etc., assume the best. Pick up the phone and reach out to people. When it comes to working in a job already and pursuing work you would actually like to be doing, rather than going with the what-if scenario, well, what if I do this and then I fail and then I'm without a job and I never find a job and I'm homeless, or I'm, I run up my credit card bills, or whatever the fear is that you have. You have a job right now. Instead, operate from a place then of saying, well, if I were to be doing what I would love, what steps would I take? And then pursue that path. You see, when you operate out of a fear-based mentality and a what-if mentality, what you're doing is you're closing yourself off to opportunities that do exist around us. Please don't give in to all of the hype and the media talk about how bad things are. I'm not saying things are rosy out there, but you don't actually need to jump on the bandwagon and make things even worse for yourself. I've seen this happen with so many people where their current situation is not terrible, but yet they sort of are joining their peers in the community and the media and saying how awful things are, and they're scaling back, not because it's the smart thing to do and they're being wise with their money or wise with their decisions, but instead they are actually doing it out of anticipation of what terrible things might happen. And what that does then is limit your possibility for growth. So how can we get out of this crisis that we're in if everyone is operating that way? What I want you to do today, it's Friday today, December 5th, is it? I don't even remember, but today is the day, or whenever you're watching this, to stop and say you're going to make a different choice. Make a different choice and operate out of a place of being in the present moment and what is happening in your life today. Have you lost your job today? If the answer is yes, then what do you need to do to be pursuing a job for tomorrow or for Monday, let's say? It's not about the what if I never get a job scenario. Instead, focus on what do I actually need to be doing to take that next step, to get that next opportunity. If you have work and you're thinking, I'd really love to pursue work I love, but now is not the right time, or I should wait, or I should just be happy I have a job. Focus instead on what's happening today. You do have a job today. Be grateful for the job and do yourself and the world a favor and start acknowledging what you would really love to do and take action towards that. Start living your purpose. Start doing things on the side that will actually help you be one step closer to the kind of work you want to do. So I want you to operate out of a positive state of mind, not out of fear about possibly losing, but instead about the potential of what could happen. Okay? So good luck with that, and keep me posted. I'd love to hear your comments. Please leave them on this page, and I'll look back for them later on and check in with me for some more tips next week. Take care.